Yo, what's going on guys? It's Anime1 back up with a new video, and today I'm here with a new part of what if Naruto had left Konoha and became the strongest. So if you guys like the content on the channel, please subscribe to the channel, and while you're at it, also like this video. So without any delay, let's begin the video. Naruto entered the small village that was definitely not as big as the Five Nations. I'll be able to cover more ground this way. Naruto started to roam around. His hood covered his head, and he began going into each shop and buying with anything within his value. Not this either. Could this be useful? Nah. Naruto thought as his head was choosing the many options in just one store. That's it. I'll just buy food. Why couldn't I have thought of that earlier? Naruto ran out of the current store and went into the next store. He found the exact same thing that he was looking for. Ramen. Ramen. Such a delicacy. Naruto looked at his left to see the ceiling and the floor. He smirked, as in a flash, that Naruto seal as much as ramen he could before anyone could blink. Mission accomplished. Naruto deflated his smirk as Naruto then went on to another ass line, and that contained the things called vegetables. I'll just get a few. Naruto sealed around 10 vegetables in another seal. I'm actually quite a mastermind. Naruto happily walked out. It was now time to eat. Naruto walked towards the ramen stand. That was just asking for his money. He looked at the advertisement and saw they were serving miso choku ramen. Hey, can I have 2 bowls of miso ramen? There was a trace of nostalgia eating ram at a ramen stand. I wonder what they're doing, Naruto thought. But he shook his head from those thoughts. No, I can't think of Konoha. I no longer hold their ideals. The owner brought the ramen to him. The heat was unwavering. Naruto quickly drank the whole ramen in a second. Thanks for the food. Naruto was quickly done eating, but before Naruto left the stand, he picked up a conversation that shocked him to his very core. Hey, have you heard? Asked the civilian. Have I heard what? Another civilian asked in confusion. Kuma and Eva had declared war on Konoha. Many people will be caught in the crossfire. A daimyo will be giving resources to Konoha if they can protect our village. If something goes wrong during the festival, the civilian responded. Well, shit. Naruto picked the wrong day to come to the tree country. He mentally cursed himself with this impeccable timing. I have to avoid them during the stay. Naruto was now on top of a nearby apartment. He started seeing people gather around in a stand and the sidelines. It's Konoha ninjas. Whispering were now spreading across around like wildfire. Can my day get any worse? Naruto saw the people that were talking about. Kakashi, Asuma, Shikamaru, Ino, Choji, Sakura, and last but not the least, Sasuke. Naruto must say, he was having fun time looking down upon them. His eyes landed on each and every single one of them. There are going to be some tough people to avoid. Naruto must admit, if he were to fight here and right now, he must most certainly lose. But I will never admit defeat. Naruto walked away and went into the opposite side. He must have a plan and many of his steps. It was now the next day, and Naruto had been doing pretty good on avoiding them. He was now in a motel that was, well, decently priced. Naruto purposefully ignored the super pricey hotels since Team 7 and Team 10 were most likely to settle in a luxury. It was now time to keep on moving. Naruto stepped out of the motel and moved onwards, his eyes looking from place to place, his movements ever so slightly. He couldn't look tense. If he had old pals were to spot him, it with much suspicion, they will see the tension that he was holding. Calm down. Naruto slowly lowered his tension to the minimum. By the time that Naruto was done roaming around, it was the time for the festival. Team 10 and Team 7 were observing the area for any suspicious behavior. So far, nothing was abnormal. You hear that? Choji asked, as they were hearing music. It was slow and peaceful. It's just not music. Shikamaru asked with a yawn. Very calming music. Ino smacks him in the head. Just go and watch. Sakura went and forward and went off. Sasuke sighed. Her going her way is just the way of getting us to follow her and ultimately go with her. But I guess we are going to follow her anyway, Sukmore said with lazy eyes. Naruto followed the ever-ending tune. And Naruto followed the never-ending tune as well. He was wary of getting spotted in such an open area. His heart was beating fast at this rate. I need to get at the skies. His eyes landed on many shops. Found one. There was one that contained wigs. I need something mainstream, something that won't let me stand out too much. Naruto picked the obvious choice. Got a generic black wig. It this is tough, and he could have thought of a transformation. I look like a true Uchiha, Naruto grinned. His disguise now in place. Such a pity, though his old blonde hair was washed away with a little while. Naruto walked outside and saw himself blending in the crowd. Naruto walked and walked until he was in the middle of the town. Music rocked around everyone's ears. Naruto stoically scanned the crowd for anything. There, Naruto saw the Leaf Ninja in all their glory. He slightly clenched his fist, but soon unclenched his fist. He looked at the new technology that the small town had managed to acquire. He was impressed. Not even Uzu had this. But we are talking about a destroyed land. Naruto suddenly got a kunai in a random civilian's pocket. He was hiding it pretty good. For a person like him, Naruto walked over and tapped him on the shoulder. Huh? He turned around with tension around his body. The person saw that he was now looking at him. Sorry, but do you know where the weaponry stores are? Naruto saw the bit of sweat fall. Over there. The person pointed towards a random location. Thank you. Naruto waved his hand a goodbye and substantially fast flashed his eyes red. As Naruto walked, he smirked. The person fell into his trap. He is not a regular piece of place. It is from his response. Naruto thought, this was not a regular place. Naruto went to another spot to avoid suspicions. Naruto passed the Leaf Genin or the Leaf Ninja with complete silence. Naruto just wanted the festival to be over. Such a pain in the ass. Naruto thought. He wanted to go back to Uzu and rest. Going outside the land itself will always be somehow a hustle for Naruto. But a sudden explosion washed away everyone. Everyone screamed. People started screeching and screaming in all sorts of direction. Everyone was in a panic now. Looks like people are in trouble, Naruto thought as he yawned, and then started to pretend like he was also in a panic. We're all going to die. Someone yelled from behind. Naruto looked forward and saw people going out of the town. Such idiots. Even though I am an idiot myself, Naruto thought. He started to head towards the tree of the outside of the town. Naruto jumped on one of the branches and started spreading his senses throughout the town. I'm lucky that this town is small. The daimyo of the tree country was currently in trouble and needed help. It also looked like Leaf ninjas were fighting some Jonin level ninjas. Huh. When did they get this strong? Naruto took his time to go forward to the daimyo in a hurry to help him. Naruto then started to sentry around him. You're dead, old man. A man with a sword in front of him shouted. His eyes gleamed with a murderous intent. Stay away! The daimyo tried to run away. Trying to run away, huh? The daimyo tripped over some wire and strings that were placed. Your final moments are here. The person stood in front of Daimyo that was cowering in fear. Take this! The person motioned his katana for a stab, but suddenly he was frozen when. What? He was stabbed. Naruto was behind him with utter silence. In front of the strongest, you can only growl in fear, Naruto smirked as he saw the person move. He swiftly dodged a hit from his opponent's katana. Naruto quickly charged towards the assailant. I don't know how much or how the way of the swords and such. Naruto have to be careful. He couldn't activate his Sharingan because of reasons. Naruto dodged a swing from the katana, and then he jumped away and swept the opponent and that he performed. Naruto pushed the person back with a kick. He was strong, but not stronger than me. The person appeared faster than before. His channeling chakra to his feet became exponentially faster. Naruto did the same. He pulled out a kunai from his holster and threw it towards him. Redirection. Bringing out another kunai, Naruto threw it towards the kunai with a faster speed. They both intersected, and one flew towards the left and the other towards the right. You missed. The person laughed and took a few steps forward. You're ignorant, Naruto responded. Naruto suddenly pulled out the kunais in an axe. Why strings? The kunai were pulled back and hit the person's back. The person screamed out in pain as he grunted and kneeled down. Naruto smirked as he saw this. Naruto walked towards them. Like I said, in front of the strongest, you can only growl and kneel. Naruto took out the fallen katana and summoned two shadow clones. Pin him down. The clones nodded and followed Naruto's order. The blade was positioned towards his opponent's head. I'll make this quick and painless. The man struggled to break free. It was his last moments. I'll curse you to hell. With nothing more to say, Naruto strapped to his brain. The clones poofed away. The once bright red clean blade was now tainted with red. Now, you can have your blade. Naruto dropped his blade and got his kunais. Naruto threw one kunai toward the wires that were binding the daimyo's feet. Naruto looked towards him and waved. Next time, Naruto took off his wig and went towards the back to the Uzu, not knowing a few strands of blonde hair was left from the swiftly cut off blade from before. Naruto could sense leaf ninjas going towards the daimyo. Naruto successfully pulled it off without sending a Rasengan to his opponent's face. The Konoha team arrived at the scene. They looked at the mess of the battle. Whoever did it was quick. The amount destroyed area is close to none, Kakashi thought as he observed. But they left some clues. You should have seen it. A ninja came by and mercilessly killed the assailant that was after me. Sasuke raised her eyes. How did they look? Sasuke asked. Hard to say, but I do remember he had 3 whiskers on each side of his cheek, and he was also wearing a black wig. His real hair was blonde, bright as the sun. All of their eyes widened. Which direction did he go? Sasuke asked once again. He went straight into the woods from the direction that he was going. It looks like he is going straight towards the gate, the daimyo responded. But the only thing straight from here is pure water. Sasuke gritted her teeth. There's something beyond the pure water. Kakashi saw the others look at him. An island that was the ones that inhabited of the Uzumaki clan, the village hidden in the whirlpools. Naruto bought out of his boat. It splashed on the water. Naruto quickly started the engine. They're closed. Naruto zoomed away as the others closed in on the shore. Naruto turned around as he saw and reached the shore. Naruto smirked as he waved a smug goodbye. He knew that they could obviously run on water and run towards him, but they obviously didn't have the chakra capacity to do so. Naruto brought his tongue and grew a huge satisfaction of deep within him. Naruto saw a boat and got carried away with him. That little fucker. Sasuke cursed in her mind as he saw Naruto get away in his boat. Look at this, Shikamaru said as if they saw a note. It was from Naruto himself. What does it say? Asked Sakura, getting everyone to gather around the note and read it. Dear, you guys should know where I am. I'm waiting for your arrival. That was all the note said. Naruto arrived to Uzu safely. He stretched before walking onto the island. They surely couldn't have followed me here, but if they did, Naruto had to come up with a plan. Naruto walked onto the underground base that was built by the Uzumaki, dropping down to the water. He channeled his chakra to his feet and balanced himself. I had to get all the scrolls and secrets in my ceiling. Naruto ran towards the vault and saw numerous techniques that were there. I only need ones that will benefit me. He saw a few elemental jutsus, scrolls, and immediately grabbed them. Haven't learned any of these kind of jutsus yet, but they'll come in handy. Naruto thought as he grabbed another scroll. Sealing Jutsu for Dummies. A scroll that contained the art of sealing. Naruto immediately snatched it. My knowledge in Fuinjutsu is getting better. While my clan are the best at it, this base shouldn't have much things about it. Naruto roamed around as picked many scrolls as possible. Huh? What's this? Naruto found an old book that was sticking out. Out of his curiousness, Naruto pulled out the book with the scheme thought that and skimmed through the pages. It's blank. Naruto heard a noise in front of him. He looked up to see the shelf move aside. The door appeared, and from the other side, and Naruto slowly opened the door. To his surprise, a long spiral staircase was there. I have gone too far to stop now. Naruto walked down the staircase in a tense manner. Naruto stopped as he saw a room. It's dark. As soon as Naruto walked inside the room, he started to simultaneously light up. The torches upon torches were making a path for Naruto. This is odd. Naruto walked down the narrow concrete floor. As Naruto got a clear view, he saw a tablet that was destroyed in half. Naruto stood forth right in front of the tablet and read it out loud. There will be a time when leaders shall clash. Puddles of blood will fall in the battle. Endlessly, warriors will perish. Their lives will be taken by God. The words were cut off. It looks like the tablet is a message or a prophecy of some sort. Naruto walked around the staircase. Such lies, relics of the past are only for the history, nothing more. Naruto made his way towards the top of the floor, the light of the torches being burned away with him. Naruto snatched a couple of scrolls before going to his makeshift room. Naruto gathered his belongings and went into the hallway. It's always been almost a day since the tree country, and Naruto has yet to sleep ever since. It won't hurt if I sleep, right? Naruto fell onto his bed and slept shortly after. Naruto woke up in a familiar sewer. His eyes quickly scanned the surroundings before sighing. I'm here again, huh? Naruto got up the sewer-type water and looked at the creature in front of him. The deadly red eyes with slits that were glaring down at him. Naruto slightly arched his lips, forming a small smile. Looks like we meet again, eh, QB? It's been hours since our Naruto was outside of Naruto's mindscape. Leaf ninjas were slowly creeping up on Uzu's territory. Are you sure he's here? He could be fooling us, but I doubt he is. Don't smile at me, idiot. Naruto ignored this and laid down the sewage. It wasn't ideal, but it had to do. What are you doing? The cube's loud voice boomed all over the place. I'm relaxing. It's something I do always nowadays often. Naruto simply answered, yawning after. The Kyuubi growled at his answer. What are you trying to do now? The Kyuubi practically demanded an answer. Knowing the Kyuubi, Naruto had to answer. Huh? I don't know. Naruto, the QB roared. What do you mean by I don't know, you child? Naruto simply slightly opened his eyes at the killing intent that was being emanated from the QB. Like I said, I really don't have a goal right now. Getting stronger is what I'm hoping for, and hopefully I can accomplish it. Naruto closed his eyes as the killing intent lowered down. You're here, you know, the QB said as Naruto laid in the sewage. I know, I'm just waiting for the right moment to wake up. Naruto stood up and was starting to stretch. At this point, I'm just stalling until they can reach Uzu. The QB snorted. I can hear you. The QB roared loudly, but by the time it finished, Naruto was already disappeared from his mindscape. Naruto felt their chakra. They were getting closer and closer to the island every second. Naruto got up from his bed and walked outside of his room. It looks like Team 7 is the only one that came after me. But Naruto had to be careful just in advance. He's not stronger than the three of them combined. Good thing I have my trustworthy clones. Naruto thought as he breathed in and out. We're here, Kakashi said. As they closed in on the shore, they had one mission and one mission only to retrieve Naruto. They had failed the last time, but it won't happen again. They were inexperienced, excluding Kakashi, of course, but this time they were prepared and stronger. They were not hopeless as before. They jumped onto the shore. They will search the area together. Uzu is filled with destroyed ruins. The chances of one of them containing Naruto is high. Sasuke and Sakura nodded. They all started to slowly walk in the territory of the Uzu. They entered one of the ruins and found nothing. Hey, Kakashi sensei, Sakura called out. Yes, Sakura? Kakashi and Sasuke followed for the voice of Sakura, who was standing in front of the destroyed language. What do you think this is? All three of them absorbed the destroyed stone in front of them. I think it's the Uzumaki language. They all nodded in agreement. The exit is here. Sasuke pointed towards the opening of the ruin. They all moved forward to each ruin to the next. Their hopes of finding Naruto started to deteriorate. It's taking too long. Sasuke punched all of the walls that were in the ruins. We just have to look a little longer, Kakashi said, trying to ease their retrieval. But deep inside, he was also losing hope in this operation. They suddenly saw orange in distance. Is that a fox? Sasuke asked, her eyes squinted as to get a better view. Sakura also squinted her eyes. I think so too, Sakura said as the team went closer to the fox. The fox eyed them before running away. They increased the speed to catch up to the fox. As soon as it stopped, the fox looked towards Team 7 and dusted off the tab door. Secret base. The fox disappeared into chakra. In a split moment, they knew who the fox was. It's Naruto's doing. He knew we were here ever since the beginning. Sasuke gritted her teeth as they entered the trapdoor. The atmosphere suddenly changed as they stepped into the water. They all were careful to keep their guard up. Watch out for traps, Kakashi whispered to the two. The two girls nodded and continued walking. A familiar voice started to echo through the walls. You have come. Kind of expected you to come later, but this can do. Sasuke could sense some smugness that was lying under Naruto's voice. Fight me! Fight me now, you coward! Sasuke yelled throughout the base. Find me. I'm inside here, waiting. They all continued to walk towards the destination. Naruto wasn't lying when he was waiting on the throne. He was sitting on a magnificent throne for a dumb kid like him, that was. His left leg crossed over his right. Naruto was magnifying his voice with chakra. He was fairly using at times like this. A smirk appeared on Naruto's face as he saw the silhouette of Team 7. Ah, you found me. Naruto got a good look at their faces. But before anything else could happen, Sasuke appeared in front of his face, with a fist coated connecting to his cheek. Naruto's head hit back to the throne. That was pretty hard, but it wasn't hard enough. Naruto disappeared into a pack of foxes. So it was you who was showing us the way to this base. Sasuke looked towards the side of the throne. Of course, Naruto said his 3 Tomoe Sharingan activated. Your Genjutsu won't affect me, Naruto. Her own 3 Tomoe Sharingan activated. I know, this is why we're feeling each other out. With our own Genjutsu, are we not? Naruto blocked a punch from Sasuke with a punch of his own. A sword shockwave went through the entire room. Naruto felt a kunai at his neck. We'll retrieve you, Kakashi said behind him. Without fail, Sakura threw a chakra punch towards Naruto, but she punched him. Naruto turned into a log. Substitution. Sakura thought as the log turned into bits. I would have been knocked out unconscious if I was hit by that. Naruto said as he still had his Sharingan activated. Naruto threw Shuriken towards Sasuke. Do you think so low of me now that you think you can beat me with Shuriken? Shuriken quickly multiplied into 3, coming towards Sasuke, who easily deflected with hers. The two barely managed to escape, scarp their way through the dodge from the moment of shock. I won't fail. Naruto dodged off coming kunai, going straight towards him. Naruto sent a set of his own towards them. He's keeping a distance from us. Sasuke clenched her fist tightly, but she quickly took a deep breath. Her hands unclenched. We'll bring you back. Sasuke pointed her finger towards him. Naruto quickly weaved through hand signs. Wind release. Wind swords. A gust of wind made its way towards the 3. All 3 managed to dodge the attack. Naruto smirked as the wind split into many different pieces and bounced off the wall. They all couldn't react quickly enough to take a direct hit. Satisfaction grew on Naruto's face. I won't be brought back, Naruto said as he charged towards them. Sasuke immediately reacted to this and charged as well. We'll bring you back no matter what, Sasuke said as their fists connected. Naruto looked behind him to see Sakura's fist inches away from his pretty face. Genjutsu. Naruto disappeared into a pack of foxes that was easily recognized by Sakura and was neutralized. Naruto appeared from back her and pulled in for a quick punch to her stomach. Not so fast. Naruto felt a sharp pain in his stomach as he flew meters away. Naruto stood up and glared at Kakashi. Naruto created a few sets of clones and said, I'll handle Sasuke. The clones nodded to their boss orders and Naruto turned towards Sasuke and threw a kunai, which was followed immediately. Sasuke tried to go to the side but was met with a face-to-face with a clone that was Naruto created mid-battle. Oh, hello there. The clones stabbed Sasuke's stomach and she went flying. Damn it. It was a direct blow to Sasuke. Naruto charged down at Sasuke, but a rush of wind from his side made him distracted. Cha! Naruto dodged the punch from the apprentice of the Slug's princess and quickly and carefully dodged the shockwaves and aftershocks. Naruto brought his fingers into a cross sign. Molchi's Shadow Clone Jutsu. The room was filled with many Naruto's clones. They all were going to have trouble with this one. They all started to create rushing gun. They all charged towards the 3 with the intent to defeat them. Chidori Current. A stream of lightning burst towards the many clones. Naruto himself started to charge towards Sasuke. This world focuses on survival of the fittest more than anything, Naruto said first. It pisses me off, so I'll become stronger, so that I don't have to, I don't have any other goals right now. But I do know my plans for the future. It'll only be fully effective if the village doesn't hold me back, Naruto said as he punched Sasuke in the gut. The Leftover lightning from Sasuke's body was now made Naruto stiff. He stood paralyzed for a second, for Sasuke to get up and punch Naruto's back. I don't care about your goals. You can achieve them while being in the village. Naruto wiped a trail of blood from his mouth. Now that I remember, you said that you would become my light. Sasuke widened her eyes. You knew? Sasuke asked. I regained the memories of my clones, but I can't go back. I went too far into deep into the darkness, and I never planned on returning to the light. Naruto took a deep breath, but then again, the brightest of lights are only created by the darkest of shadows. I look forward to what my light can do, but we'll have to wait until later. Naruto summoned a clone to create the Rasengan. Your definition of freaking walking into the darkness is leaving Konoha? Bullshit! Sasuke yelled towards Naruto. Lots of clones are still holding the other two back. I guess my standards. But killing a person can define darkness. But that I have fell into. The death and murder is too common in the elemental nation. Naruto told her, I'll finish this battle with this attack. Naruto stated. Sasuke weaved through her own set of hand signs. She formed a Chidori. Both launched their attack towards each other. As they closed in on each other, the two brought their arms back. The Rasengan, Chidori, they smashed their attacks against each other, creating an explosion that blasted everyone around the vicinity away. The smoke and dust around the whole room created a massive hole in the ceiling, which was an escape route. As smoke cleared, only one silhouette was visible. The smoke was full at ease. Sasuke appeared onto the ground, and Naruto was not anywhere in sight. Damn it! Sasuke smashed her fist onto the ground in frustration. He got away, she thought. Okay, so again, I covered two chapters of Slashed in this one, and yeah, again, I always say this, but then Shanos, he writes some insane fanfics, and I just love this guy, the fanfics he writes, right? But anyways, yeah, I highly suggest that you guys check out the fanfics for yourself. They will be linked down below of Slashed, and in my previous one, Grace will also be linked down in my previous video. So if you guys haven't seen Grace, I highly recommend it. The link to Grace is on the tab above. You can always click on the I tab, and Grace will appear. So anyways, hopefully, I'll see you guys in the next one. Until then, keep on smiling and have a really nice day, guys. Peace.